Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to the channel Code for Everyone. Today we are going to do something very interesting and very important. By the end of this session, you should be able to understand how exactly the Python actually works. But more importantly, you will understand something that most beginners skip completely. What actually happens when a Python code runs behind the scenes? Because writing code is easy, but understanding how exactly it works and internally is what is makes you a real developer. So let's start with something very simple. When we write a Python program like a printf hello world, it looks like a Python just reads it and prints the output immediately. But that's not true. Behind the scenes, Python actually goes through multiple steps before you see the result. First, your Python code is not directly executed. It first converts the source code into something called bytecode, and then this bytecode is executed by something a machine named Python virtual machine. So the exact flow will looks like this. Your Python file goes through the compilation, then it becomes a bytecode. Then the bytecode is executed by the Python virtual machine, and finally you get the output on your system. Now the big question arises in many of people: is Python compiled or an interpreted programming language? And this is where things get interesting. Some people say Python is an interpreted, others can say it is a compiled language. But the correct answer is both are partially correct. Python first compiles your code into the bytecode. The bytecode is not exactly the machine readable code. It is an intermediary format that Python understands internally. After getting the bytecode, then the interpreted then the each line interpreted by using Python virtual machine. So here Python is not purely compiled or purely interpreted. It is like combination of both. Now let's understand bytecode in a simple way. When we write Python code, it's simplified into the simplified set of instructions called bytecode. Think of bytecode as a middle language between your code and the machine. It is not human readable like Python, and it is not machine readable like binary. It sits between both the machine and your code, application code. Now in this picture we can see that folder like pycache. Many beginners get confused when they see it for the first time. They think I never created this folder, then where did it come from? But the truth is, Python created it automatically. Inside this folder, you will see files ending with the .pyc. These are all the compiled bytecode files. Python stores them so that it does not have to recompile your code every single time. This makes execution faster. Now let's break down one of those files. For example, hello.cpython.312.pyc. If we take this Python file name, here hello is your file name. CPython means the Python is implementation, like compiling implementation. 312 means the Python version 3.12, and the pyc.pyc means Python compiled code, compiled file extension. Extension ends with the .pyc, Python compiled bytecode. So this file is basically computed bytecode for your Python program. Now the final and most important part of Python execution is something called the Python virtual machine. Even though the name sounds complicated, the concept is actually very simple. Think of the Python virtual machine as an engine. Its job is very straightforward. It takes bytecode, read each instruction, and executes it step by step. That's it. It is called a Python virtual machine because it behaves like a machine, but it is a software, not hardware. Now let's put everything into in your mind. You write your Python code in a .py file. Python compiles it into the bytecode. That bytecode may be stored inside a pycache as a .pyc file. Then the Python virtual machine takes that bytecode, processes it, and finally produces the output you see on your screen. So even a simple line like a printf hello goes through multiple layers before you actually see the result. And that's the beauty of the Python. It looks simple on the outside, but internally it has a very powerful execution system running in the background. And now you also understand something most beginners don't. You don't just write the Python code anymore. You understand how Python actually works under the hood. That's all about the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching and see you next time. If you like this video, you can like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thank you.